Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a very long time and I'm very sorry. Life got in the way and it sort of, because the more time went by, the more I thought it's too late. I can't do anything. But anyway, I'm back. I just thought, you know, let's just do it. Let's do it, Nina. I'm back and I have created a little video for you with some of my top makeup tips of all time. So there's 10 tips. I'm sure that you might know some of them, you might know none of them, but they're great little makeup tips you can add to your makeup routine that will make your life a little bit easier. And also too, if you're a makeup novice, they're great tips to learn from and start from. If you have any questions, then please comment below and I will get back to you. Or you can contact me on my social media networks, or you can contact me on my website and I will do my best to help you. Hope you enjoy them. This tip I like to call morning mask, because exactly what it says, it's a morning mask. Who says you need to use masks at night? Sometimes your skin needs a little bit extra in the morning. Maybe you had a late night, maybe the heating came on too early, maybe you had too many drinks, maybe you're hormonal. So a mask in the morning is the perfect antidote for troubled skin. Pop it on 5-10 minutes while you have your cup of tea and you're scrolling through Instagram. So the second tip I wanted to talk to you about is complexion. Sometimes our foundations don't last as long as we want them to. It's a very common complaint I get all the time on social media. How do I get my foundations to last longer? How do I get my foundation, not foundations, it's not a house. Anyway, the best way to get your foundation to last longer is to give it a good powder. Okay, now this is a top technique that I learned in makeup school, ironically enough, 20 years ago. But what you want to do is you want to get yourself a loose powder. This one here is by NARS. Here, whoops. And you want to get yourself a powder puff. This one here is quite a big one. This is designed for the body, so it's really good if you want to sort of apply fake tan or that type of thing, but it's great for the face anyway, and it's leopard print. What you need to do is, see that powder there in the lid? Not a lot. See if I can see, you can see how much is there. That's not a lot at all. What you want to do is you take your powder puff, you fold it in half, you run it into the lid like that so it's popped onto the puff, and then you take a mirror, which I need to grab, bear with me, because you need to look at yourself obviously in the mirror. And what you want to do is you want to press the powder onto the skin and roll it away. Press and roll, press and roll, press and roll. And what you're doing is you're actually pushing the powder right into the skin, which is going to help the foundation last a lot longer throughout the day and also control shine. So press and roll. If you see the powder on the skin, you've got too much. And again, I haven't dipped it back in, and there's still a little bit in the lid like that. A loose powder this big should probably last you a year, just so you know. About a year. Okay. Number 3 is obviously the year of contour, the years of contouring. Number 3 I really want to bring attention to because it's called highlighting, also known as strobing. What you need to do for that is you need to grab yourself this one here is by Estee Lauder. This here is it's called a double wear highlighting cushion stick. And it comes like this. It's got a little funny little tip at the end. And you'd give it a little tiny twist and you can take some of the product. This here, see, it's on my finger. I don't know if you can see that there. And what I like to do with this one is I apply it top of the cheekbones. See, like this. And all I'm doing is tapping it in with my ring finger. Also too, it's nice in the inner eye corner because it will wake you up if you're feeling a bit tired. Other side, a little bit more. So this is all we're doing with this. And what else I'm going to do, I was going to show you another little trick as well, is apply it to the bridge of your nose. Don't apply it to the tip of your nose. If you apply it to the tip of your nose, it's going to make your nose look wider. But we just want to apply it just to the bridge, just to give us a slightly more look like that. And again, you could apply a little bit on top of your Cupid's bow if you want to draw attention to that. It looks really nice when you have lipstick on. And that is pretty much it. You don't need to be doing all this kind of stuff. Take it out a ruler. and like drawing where it needs to go. Makeup is never complicated, okay? So contouring can make it complicated. Number 5 I want to talk about today is eyeliner. It's a really, really common complaint I get all the time on social media, all about eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through eyeliner. The first eyeliner I want to bring attention to is if you suffer from arthritis, or you've got sort of tricky thumbs. I mean, this thumb seems to be getting a bit tricky now. I turned 41. For some reason, it's not as, I don't know, it doesn't seem to want to type on my phone as much. But, so it doesn't matter what age you are. You could be 40, you could be 30. Sometimes your thumbs get a bit funny and they don't want to work. So this eyeliner here is by Lancôme. And as you can see, look, at the end it twists. So you have different positions you can use to apply your eyeliner. So if you do have sort of like thumbs that could be a little bit dodgy, then you could also apply like this, or you could apply it like this, or again you can apply it this way if your thumbs work. But what I want to talk about now is I want to talk about your liquid liners. So this one here is by Clarins. This one here is called Instant Liner, and it's number 01 in black. It's got a very, very, very thin tip. See, look at that tip there. Okay, that's perfect. So what you want to do is if you can't do your eyeliner properly and you're having sort of like a hard time about it and you freak out and you don't want to do it, what I suggest you do first, I suggest you put it on before you put on any eyeshadow. Therefore, if you do make a mistake, you can just fix it very easily and you're not ruining your eyeshadow. Okay, so the easiest way to use this one is take the whole length of the tip and push it up against your eyelid like that, your lash line, and all you're doing is you're not drawing, you're just dotting it along. Just like that. And again, sometimes you just have to turn your hand. Another really great tip is to anchor your elbows on something. So you either anchor your elbows on a table, you anchor your elbows on the mirror as you're doing it, you anchor on a shelf, whatever. You anchor your elbows down on something and it will help you keeping a straight line. Okay? So on the other side, again, all we're doing is pushing it on. Just like that. Push, push, push. So to get the inner eye corner, you just point the tip towards the inner eye. And to do the outer eye, all you do is you just point the tip towards the outside. You could do a flick this way. You could do whatever you like. This works really well with the Dior Art Pen as well, which is one of my favorite eyeliners. Just like that. Easy peasy. Okay, so moving along. Okay, another really, really important tip. When we're doing eyeshadow, what I find people do is people want to do a smoky eye and they just go in with one particular colour. So they'll go in with like this black colour here, which is great apart from the fact that you need another colour to blend it with. So you need 2 eyeshadow colours to do a smoky eye, 2 of them. If you want to do any kind of eyeshadow, it's really, really good that you sort of have a base colour that's very similar to your own natural skin tone. So there's 2 ones I could pick from. There's this colour here, and there's this colour here, right, which is a slight pink shimmer, and this one's a matte. I'm going to use the matte one. Take your brush, hold your brush at the very end. This is really important. This is how painters paint, right? If you watch a painter painting, they're always holding the brush at the very, very end because it's a very, very light touch. If they want to do something very, very intricate, then they come up and they're doing it really, really, really close. But generally, it's sort of like darker. It's like little detailed things. But in order to do a really nice smoky eye, think about Monet, you know, like he always used the brushes at the end, like held the brushes at the end of the brush. So it's a lighter touch. So watch this. I'm going to take this nice colour here, which is called Wheat. I'm going to apply it all over my lids. Look at this. See, again, I'm holding it right at the very edge. And I'm blending it. I'm just going across the lid like this, like a windshield wiper, back and forth, back and forth. And my base colour is on. It's very, very simple. You could leave it like this. Another great tip actually is if you sort of like touche éclat, which is like a light reflected concealer, you can always pop that all over your eyelids as well. if you want like a no makeup look, that's a really good tip actually. Because sometimes what happens is that our eyelids get a bit red and they get a bit sore, especially if we're tired, and that's a dead giveaway if you're tired. So if you do like add a little bit of concealer onto the eyelids, something very light reflective, very pretty, and then just put some mascara on and you're good to go. I mean, you're just straight out the door, right? Okay, so the base colour wheat is on. Now let me show you something else. Now I'm going to hold the brush at the end. I'm going to pick up another colour. I'm going to pick up this colour here, which is called Black Plum. Holding the brush at the very, very end of it, like the very, very end. Look at this, back and forth. So I'm getting a very nice sort of like smoky look without trying too hard. It's very quick, back and forth. Just like that. Tip number 10, I think it's tip number 10, is mascara and how to apply mascara. My eyelash curler broke because I stepped on it. It's very, very tragic. I've got 3 more in my kit, which I've put away. I need to dig those out. And I usually use my daughter's because I allow her to curl her eyelashes because she's 8. She's not allowed to wear mascara, but she can curl her eyelashes. But she left them in the car because apparently she was curling her eyelashes in the car, as you do. What you do first is you curl your eyelashes with an eyelash curler. And then it's really, really, really important that you apply your mascara from root to tip. Okay, so what happens is if you apply your mascara to the very, very end, then all that's going to do is close your eye up, right? We want your eyes to stay nice and open. So in order to do that, you hold your mascara right at the root of the lashes like this, and you give it a wiggle. And by doing a wiggle like this, you're gonna get all the little tiny hairs. And then we go through coating up and down about 20 times. I usually do about 60, but 20 times coating all the lashes. I go along the bottom. I do 60 though, but at least bare minimum of 20. Doing 2 is not going to do anything. So you might as well not bother. So pencil eyeliners. Okay. If you have your pencil eyeliners at home and they're not lasting very long, so you apply them and within about an hour or so they've smudged around your eye, there's a couple of things you might be doing wrong. The first thing you might be doing wrong is you might be applying your eye cream too close to your eyes. Okay, so your eye cream just goes like this, right? Because throughout the day it will be soaked up into around the eyes, delivering the correct amount. Okay, so your eye cream is only applied around your orbital bone, which is this here. Right, around like that, that's it. Your concealer, you should be putting loads of concealer around your eyes. You should be only concealing little bare minimum areas that need concealing. So, like generally women are quite dark in here. So they'll just be putting their concealer in here. So if your eyeliner is smudging throughout the day, then there's a good possible chance that the oils from your eye cream and your concealer are mixing with the oils in the pencil, and then they're sort of smudging. So make sure that you apply your products low enough down. Okay, this issue is so this is a this is a nice black eyeliner like that. This is by Clarins. These are fantastic. If you find that your eyeliner is smudging, then take your eyeliner, put it on, and then take a colour that matches. So like for example, so you take a colour that matches and a flat eyelining brush, and you want to just apply it on top. So say for example this is your eyeliner, you apply it directly on top of it. This is the eyeliner pencil, like that, and it will not smudge. See, look, I'm rubbing it and it's staying put, it's not going anywhere, right? Really, really good tip. Well, it's smudging a little bit, but you're not going to sit there and do rub like that. Another trick is that if your eyeliners are too dark, say for example you've got loads of gift with purchases and you've got loads of black eyeliner, you're like, I don't even wear black eyeliner, what am I going to do? So then you take your black eyeliner, apply it, and then go over top with an eyeshadow that's lighter to lighten it up a bit. So like say for example a light grey or a even like a pink will give it a different tone. See, like that. So you've got two other options like that. Really, really great. If your eyeliners are too dark, you don't know what to do with them, then add a powder eyeshadow on top, lock it on, and it will last longer and it won't be so dark, which is great. I get asked this so much on social media. My lipsticks don't last very long. How do I make them last longer? Okay, so it's very, very simple. What you want to do is you want to get a lip pencil and you fill in your entire lip with a lip pencil. So start from the outside. Following the curve. Outside. It's a very, very pink colour I'm using. Okay, so if you want to start making your lips appear larger, this is the time you do it, okay? So you start by very, very gently taking it slightly higher than the actual line. That. Okay, so filling it in nicely. This is incredibly pink. Wow. I didn't actually know it was that pink. Now I'm going to take a little of the, this is the Clinique Punch Pop here. Punch Pop Lip Pop. Punch Pop Lip Pop. And I'm just going to fill in my entire lip there. I'm just going to fill in everywhere. Oof. Then I'm going to go back in with my lip pencil. I'm just going to crisp up any lines. Like that. The next thing I'm going to show you is very important, okay? So we often see people on like biting onto a tissue. We don't want to do that. Just because if we bite onto a tissue, all we're going to do is going to start wearing off the lipstick in the middle, and you'll have a ring around your lips as it wears off. We want it to wear off evenly throughout the day. So to do that, you take a tissue, fold it in half, hold it against your lips. Take your finger. Take it off, zhuzh up your hair, and there you go. I hope you like my tips. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you like these videos, then let me know because I'll make more, right? So, hope you like it, and I'll see you soon.